And real briefly, in introductions, I'm Greg, I'm first. Elizabeth Byrne is from corporate. She's second to kind of show us. No, I don't know what she's going to show us. We'll all be surprised.
We'll all be surprised.
We'll all be surprised. She's back in Jersey right now, but I've known Elizabeth for a lot of years, and she does a lot of things with social media that should help you guys because social media is a lot cheaper or freer than a lot of other stuff we do. And Shauna Walden up there is our in house lender at the West office. And while she's recently changed companies, she's kind of done a lot with social media and other marketing. And so I thought we'd give her a while to add some tidbits. So I'm going to start off not by sharing my screen. Do you guys see my name tag here? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
You know, in the past, all you girls got ones with diamonds and stuff, or they were plastic, and I thought, how mundane. As a guy, I want something a little bit more, manly. This is leather. So it's a nice, thick, sewn leather with my name printed on it. And I feel pretty good about wearing a leather name tab. It doesn't feel like I'm, that hard plastic stuff or other things. So name tags are one thing I'm going to tip to you. Now, almost immediately, I can hear people say, well, why wear name tags? Anymore, we're not going in any places. Well, I don't know if you go in places or not. Some of you may go to get your hair done. Some of you may go to a grocery store. Depends on where you're at and where your lockdown is. But I think, especially now, meeting people in person isn't as easy as it once was. We've got our social distancing going on, and having an identification tag up there immediately kind of says, oh, this person doesn't work here, but they do real estate. So don't forget about some of the simple things. Now, honestly, some of you don't get too laughy yet. I was trying yesterday to figure out how we could make bigger name tags with our pictures on them. Because when we go and meet people and we got masks on, nobody knows what we look like. I couldn't find anything that I thought was suitable that would be a good name tag. However, let me share my screen. There, can you guys see my screen now?
Uh-huh.
That mask is 12 bucks. It has replaceable filters. And when I first saw it, I thought, well, it's so, it's on. But then I had to think about what I do when I'm out and about. When I'm walking through the grocery store and I see someone without a mask, I immediately look at them to see why they're not wearing a mask. And if they've got something cute or funny on, that kind of thing, it gets my attention. I have a favorite restaurant I go to. Now, I can go in without my mask on when I'm sitting in the separated tables and all that stuff. What I can't do is tell who all my waitresses are because they all look a little different with half their face covered up. So it occurs to me, and then when I was watching patrons walk in, I couldn't tell who the patrons were. It may not be so stupid to spend 12 bucks and get your face, the lower half printed onto it when you're going to be out in public and you want to be known who you are, whether you're showing houses. They have doctors wearing clear masks and walking around with the name tags on that have pictures on them so you know who your doctor is. So don't poo poo this one immediately. Let it kind of roll around for a little bit. Next thing I was going to hit up, I told you it was going to be rapid fire. Does everybody out there have a business page? Oh, the response is overwhelming.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
What are you putting on your business page? When was the last time you put anything on your business page? Did you see that they've added this little view as visitor button so you can see what your business page looks like to people outside? Does everybody put the stats on that I email you every month so they've got stats to put on there? Do you say, well, my business page isn't visited by very many people? You know, you can click on the 3 buttons and invite all your friends from your personal page. Let's make your business pages a little more active by inviting people and putting things on that people want to see. Okay, next on my list, HomeBeat and HomeBoot on HomeSpotter, and I'm almost done, I promise. Then you move on to smarter people. I know I keep beating you guys up about HomeBeat and Cloud CMA, and I know some of you are working on it, and some of you are not. Folks, I pay for this for you. The responses we're getting, I don't know of anyone in our company yet, and please don't sound off if you're the one person, that has put people in here that hasn't had at least one person ask about a CMA, what their house is worth, or even listing appointments. We need listings desperately in this city. Put a name and an email in, and it's done. And then your client can get every month, every 6 months, whatever you decide, a little link to click on to show that the houses are selling around them. It's easy, it's fast, and it costs you not a dime. I'm not trying to harvest your names. I'm trying to get you guys more listings. And then finally, every time you put a listing in, have you guys seen an email that looks like this? Now you can speak up. Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
Okay. And you know, if you click on that email, it launches this ad for you for 3 days for free, thanks to corporate. Now you have to click on that. You have to make sure that the verbiage is right. That's why they make you click on it. And that's all you have to do is click launch, make it sure it's right, and click yes. Any questions about that? Any questions about anything I've shown you?
Question about that boost.
This one, yes.
If after the 3 days is up, somebody wanted to continue doing an ad, what do you do?
You can. You do it through the greenhouse. And Elizabeth, are you covering that, or do you want to answer that later? Oh, you're muted, Elizabeth. Sorry. I keep saying Elizabeth. She likes to be called Liz. And you're still muted. I'm sorry. There you are.
You know what? I'm sorry. It's because I pulled up a slide and it cut off my access.
Gotcha.
So with Boost, you can extend your program. You just would log into your account, pick your listing, and enter your account information. Throw your credit card in there and select that you want to throw another $10 into it or whatever. It's very user friendly to continue.
And you find it by going into marketing, digital marketing, Boost ads. And that's if you forgot how to log in and you need some way to get in. Sign in to Boost. Now, mine looks a little different because I have all kinds of things because I'm a broker, but that's how you get in. Okay? And then you can find your ad and boost it and do some other things. And I'm sorry I can't show you on mine because of how the broker thing works.
And if you guys have any questions as you're doing it, you can reach out to me and I'll put you right in touch with Colin Hull on our team who heads up the whole Boost program. He can help you in a jiffy.
And Colin is wonderful and easy to talk to.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I was going to share. Let's go on to Elizabeth. Do you want to control my screen, or what would you like to do?
I'll share my screen if I can. Are you able to make me?
I've got to stop sharing, I think.
Yep.
And then click on, let's see, make co-host. Yes. And then.
Yep, I got it.
Okay. And I'm still recording.
I'm just sharing for a quick second here, guys. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Liz Byrne, and I am the brand manager for BHGRE. And I was just going to touch on just a few things. As you can see, we've got the presentation section of the greenhouse. And if you don't spend time in here, I encourage you to, because we've got a lot of great stuff in here that you can utilize for all your touch points. One of the first things I would point out to you is this new top home trends for 2021. And this is a little flyer we put together based on all this great information that Meredith gave us. And it rounds up all the home trends for the year. You can, find on social, in the social tool, our free social tool, you can find content that plays into all these themes. We pair it all up. But if you print out this top home trends or save the PDF, you can send it out to your entire list of contacts. And it's a really, especially right now, the beginning of the year, it's a really great touch point. You could use it as a reason to reach out to your sphere, to your list. And it's got some really great information in here. So that would be my first tip, to print this out and drop it off places, or to send it as a PDF via email and just check in with people. Say, how you doing? Just wanted to share this great flyer. We have really great home tips if you're thinking about doing anything, this year. So there's that. Hold on. The problem with the, when you have to do one of these, the bar up top blocks all your tabs, which is really, I'm not coordinated enough to handle this. Okay, the next thing I'm going to point out, also in the presentation section, are these beautiful staging inspiration and welcome home design guides. We've been talking about them for the past year. They're beautiful. Max Wilker from Meredith Corporation helped us put them together. And here's my tip that I was thinking about. Each of you could do a Facebook Live. I don't know how comfortable everybody is with Facebook. Even when our lockdown virtual world comes to an end, the one thing we've learned is that taking advantage of Facebook Live, that's never going to go away. So if you're going to do a virtual open house, that should still be part of your marketing strategy when you can do everything in person as well. It's a sneak preview of a house. You market it out on social, and it's a way to gain interest in one of your listings, and then you do your actual open house. But aside from that, I thought a great idea is to host on Facebook a home buyers 101. And maybe you're targeting new home buyers in your market. You do a 15-minute video. You can make it a Q&A. You can come prepared with 10 minutes of content where you can talk about your expertise. Perhaps you want to target a certain market, a certain neighborhood. You can spend time talking about the pros of this neighborhood, the school systems, the restaurants. You love this park. That can all be an easy, casual Facebook Live where you then go into the nitty gritty about home buying and share your expertise. And then as a referral piece, anybody that attends your Facebook Live could receive either the trends piece, or maybe you send them a PDF of the buyer's design guide. This right here, this welcome home, this is design tips for people in their homes. So you don't have to be moving these, it can be for current clients too, that would find this very interesting and useful. It's got beautiful stuff in it. So think of creative ways to utilize this as a free, added value piece, and get people to register for your Facebook Live talk. If they, if current clients can give you a lead on a new home buyer who maybe will attend your session, then perhaps you can offer, and anyone who gives you a referral, you'll do a free annual, a free walkthrough of their home and give them their current value and talk them through what's happening in their neighborhood and the market, regardless of whether they're currently thinking about moving or not. It's just an annual check-in. This is what your house is currently worth. This is what's happening in your neighborhood. I'll be back next year to do the same thing. So we have, there's so much in the greenhouse. We have so many pieces that you guys can use and print out and send that really will make you stand out, and you can leverage them to gain that trust and that extra interaction with your clients. And the last thing I'll say, and then I'll turn it over. Another great free marketing component right now, there's a lot of certifications out there. They cost a lot of money. They take some time. It's not always easy. They're such valuable ones and they're worth it for sure. But just so you know, the brand right now has a new program, Expect Better certification. And you can take classes. It's all in Be Better University. You can take these classes and in the end, be Expect Better certified. What you will be when you're done as someone who is Expect Better certified, you're going to understand the brand inside and out. You're going to be super familiar with all our tools. It's got great design classes in it, really valuable information that's going to help you with your business. So if you haven't heard about it, I would ask you to jump into Be Better University and check out the Expect Better certification program. Again, it's free. It's an added certification that you can market for yourself and let your sphere know that you have taken these classes and you're now prepared to offer an elevated level of service. And with that comes great marketing pieces that we've created, and the Expect Better certification graduates are part of a program of exclusive content. Okay. And we're doing a lot of things with our graduates. So those are my tips. That's what I got.
Well, thank you. And I will say, just ever so briefly, there are a lot of certifications out there, and some of them are a bit tougher for the public to understand. It's pretty easy for the public to expect better over CRB, SRES, all those other alphabet soup that the public doesn't recognize. So, and it's free. We like free. Let's see. How do we go back to my screen?
Let me quit.
Yep. Okay, that'll stop it. And now, Miss Shauna, you're up for your 10 minutes of fame.
All right. Hello. So I'm going to piggyback on a couple things before I talk about what might be something unique that I can offer you. So if you want to do a Facebook Live video, I'm willing to definitely help you with that. I can either interview you as the expert and kind of spotlight on things that you do as a realtor and just be your interviewer, and then we'll highlight your business and what a realtor does. Or two, you can be the interviewer and then interview me about the home buying process and types of loans. So those are a couple ideas if you wanted to make a Facebook video. I'm a willing participant. And then if you're also wanting more social media content, I participate in a website called List Reports, which creates flyers automatically every time. If you partner up with us, it's going to show up in myself and Hope's name. We just kind of share that service, but it allows you to share your listings on Facebook. And then it also has more just social media marketing, like informational auto-generated pieces that you can share as well. And then the things that are on the screen is I can also do flyers for you when you work an open house. So this one is, and Sandra has me do these. It's an example of the loan products offered on your listing and kind of what payments and rates in a program comparison. So just something that you can set out as information. And then I also have a library of flyers that we can do. Like that one is just informational for home buyer consults that goes over the home buying process. So just kind of some more generic type information. So you can always reach out to me anytime you want any of those. They're easy for me to get out to you. Then the next thing that I do that is my main initiative for this year is having me kind of be a CRM tool for you. So any lead that you give me, I'm putting into my CRM system. I'm tagging you to it. I am tagging the status of where your buyer is on that, whether I've been able to get a hold of them, if I've taken their application, if I've requested documents before I can issue a pre-approval. Are they just a no-go? Do they need credit repair? And then I mark a date on when I'm following up. So I'm following up with them. If I can't get a hold of them, if I've reached out 3 times, can't get a hold of them, I'm letting you know. If they're just completely non-responsive after roughly like 7 contacts, then I'm going to say, hey, I'm probably done reaching out to them. I'm archiving their information, but I just can't get a hold of them. So those are things that I'm doing. Also on these leads, they're all going to be tagged to your name. So at the beginning of next year, we can kind of look at, hey, look, you had 20 leads. These might have been, you know, where you get cold leads from open houses. So we can really look. So we converted out of 25 leads, we converted 5. So that way we can look at pull through percentages. So that way, you know, okay, last year, where was I spending my time getting leads, and look at the actual pull through on buyers. So a lot of it's going to be limited on information for you. It's just things that came to me because sometimes buyers have their own financing. They go to another lender. So, but that's just, at least you can kind of see data on where the lead pull through. That's kind of, I think, one of the main important things. Number 2, when those leads turn to loans and they're in the loan home buying process, I'm going to be giving you, your buyer and the listing agent, Thursday updates. I've already made some today. What I'm going over in those calls is, has title work been ordered, appraisal ordered, title work appraisal received, where they're at in the underwriting, do I need documents, do I need inspections, has the initial closing disclosure gone out? So that way you're informed, buyers informed, listing agents informed, because something that is free is communication and service, and I'm an extension of you. So trusting that I'm going to take care and communicate to your clients, since we're a referral-based business, is priceless. So that's a main initiative with my CRM for you. Then next year, I'm going to be calling all of those home buyers on their anniversary and checking in and name dropping you, because everything's tied to you in my system. And then that helps us both stay in contact, and I'll be making birthday calls to them on their birthday, and then constantly just name dropping you and staying in touch, continuing to build relationships. So future referrals come back to you as well. And that's really my main initiative this year, is entering all of my leads into my CRM, doing these follow-ups, making these calls on behalf of all of us, and then monitoring our pull-through.
Shauna,
So-
my only observation right now is your Monopoly board doesn't have a mortgage go to jail space. Where do you need to go to jail on this?
I know. Yeah, hopefully they don't do that. If they listen.
Okay, I'm getting close to being done. Do you guys have questions from our panel of experts? Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with the rest of the group? Something you've done that you really think is important? Do.
You know, I have to say, anybody that doesn't take Shauna up on her offer to co-host something with you is crazy. To be able to showcase, you know, your knowledge with her expertise, that would be a really powerful, you know, Facebook Live. So I would book her right away.
And by the way, you know, we have that nice light ring over here with a great Wichita background that you guys can sit in front of or stand in front of and do your little interview on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Anyone else?
Hopefully it gets everybody thinking. That's some
I
ideas.
hope so. I am going to stop recording because sometimes you never know when you stop recording, then people